Right. Let's turn that music down. Welcome, boys. And there we go. Anyone who's in the Discord, you will have seen I've literally made one of the most outrageous calls I've made for a while. Let me pull it up on screen actually if I can. So, is this going to come up on screen? I don't actually know. Oh no, it's not. It's going to look at that. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'll post a thing on a post on my channel afterwards anyway. Anyway, welcome, boys. I'm looking for shorts today. With it being Friday, we swept obviously some significant daily liquidity yesterday at the end of the session. Fell 3 ticks short of the standard deviation measurement that I had. Where was that? Was that this? It was this leg, I'm pretty sure. Let me measure it. It was 520, yeah, 522.25. I measured this leg on stream yesterday and said that I'd reach for this 0.5 level, and we actually went 3 ticks beyond that, and then that was the high of the day and potentially high of the week. I like that we've got these relative equal lows here, which is another added bonus for bearishness, and then we've come up into this 15-minute fair value gap. My basis for this was we had equal highs here, this buy side here, and then from this range here, premium to discount, this 15 was the first fair value gap completely in a premium, and then I obviously extended it up to the volume imbalance, so that's why it's up to there, and it literally went to the high of it and rejected right away, which was a pretty big ego boost, to be honest. But yeah, I was going to look for a setup like right after this, but obviously there's no swing high like in this big run up here for me to use as a catalyst for my model. So yeah, I basically was just like, well, I guess I'll wait till the open, and then hopefully at open what I'm anticipating is probably just this high to be knocked out. It could just do this high if it wanted to, but I wouldn't I'd prefer it not to do that. I'd prefer it to come up and knock everything out. And then turn and target these equal lows down here. I didn't think I'd get a trade today, if I'm being honest, but we just might. Bradley, Jordy. Yeah, shorts. I've been long all week, but it's just the fact that it's Friday and we've displaced down overnight. It's just, and we have these equal lows. Everything's just like, just for today. Not like, I'm not saying this is a turning point and we're going down from here. But just today, I'd expect it to come down to these. This is my high probability target here. These equal lows. This is like, if it wants to get down here, it could. Where would it's not really a week that would warrant TGIF, to be honest, but just for curiosity's sake, let's see where the 20% would be. We would have already hit it, so no TGIF in play. I do want that buy side there, actually, just for reference. What's NQD? Not a whole lot different to ES. But you've missed, I don't know if you were here on Tuesday or on Wednesday, Jordy, but you've missed one hell of a week. I was getting worried where you were yesterday. I think you were here on Wednesday, but yesterday was great. I posted a little short, like earlier today, a couple hours ago, and it's essentially just a recap of what went down yesterday. But we did pretty well, all things considered. The account's looking healthy again, which is great. I've also been mind mapping. I've been writing down a few video ideas this morning while I've been editing. I was gonna record a video today, but I just didn't have like the energy to record one. I had the energy, but I didn't have the energy to make it like as good as I would have liked it, and so I just decided to record or edit some shorts, and then because I've edited those shorts, it'll give me some time next week where I would have been editing shorts where I can record a video. But I've got a few ones jotted down on a piece of paper here. I want to do a premium to discount video, I want to do a standard deviation video, I want to do an order block video, I want to do a journaling video, I want to do a video about funded next futures, because that's a firm that I've looked at that I would probably promote, and a video on new day opening apps and new week opening apps. And I do need to get around to doing an actual video on on the 2022 model itself, but to be honest, I kind of think I'd rather just turn that into some sort of like email, some sort of email sequence, email like autoresponder, like I don't know, like a 10 or 14 day email list where I can just promote that, and then that'll teach people the model. Because that'd be a pretty big video. And I can just go into depth into everything. I know what I use. I'm gonna get rid of that now because I'm more focused on this buy side up here. I always miss the best days. Well, in that case, Jordy, get the fuck out of here. Proud of you regardless. Thank you, Mr. Jordy. Got home a little late yesterday. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm not actually upset. I'm just emotionally tortured. Leg day had me stuck in traffic. We've all been there. Also, I've hit 600 subs, which I did like while I was in Spain. So that's another cool thing that's happened. We have some like really small minor sell side. I'd love to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I don't know how attainable that goal is, but it's a nice goal to aim for, I guess. I feel like 900 is absolutely within reach. 1,000, fingers crossed. I mean, I'm at like, what, 606, I think, right now. Ba-boom. Two minutes until open. We do have medium impact news today. Consumer sentiment, if I'm not mistaken. Revised consumer sentiment. What's the difference between revised consumer sentiment and consumer sentiment? Let's click on it and see if it says. Preliminary. Okay, I never actually knew that. There's two types of consumer sentiment: preliminary and revised. The preliminary release is the earliest and thus tends to have more impact. That's interesting. Survey of about 800 consumers, which asks respondents to rate the relative level of current and future economic conditions. That's interesting. I never knew the difference between preliminary and revised. No idea. Spot on. Yeah, I mean, I literally just I just read it off Forex Factory. I don't really like tend to care what they actually are. I was just curious. Like, I have no idea what the PCE price index that got released at 8:30 this morning, but I just need to know that it's happening. I don't need to know what it is. Like, what's the PCE price index? It's the Federal Reserve's primary inflation measure. Inflation is important to currency valuation because rising price leads the central bank to raise interest rates out of respect for their inflation containment mandate. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of economic terms that I'm not familiar with. It's basically a later version of CPI from what I can tell. Have we opened? Yeah, we have. Stop babbling about economic news releases and actually trade the charts. You fucking fake ICT trader. Okay, so not really what I like to see it open here, to be honest. I want to see this go up. Ideally. SMT at these lows currently, but I'm looking for bearishness, so I want to see SMT at the highs. You want to long this, Geordie? Interesting. Are you looking at NQ, I'm presuming? So you're waiting for, does NQ have, yeah, it doesn't have the equal lows that ES does. But I'm guessing you're looking for something like a London low sweep and then long. That's what I'd be looking for on NQ if I was looking for it. I think I'm going to end up shorting the move that sets up your long. That's if this day plays out ideally, then that's what'll happen. I'll short ES into these equal lows, and then as NQ drops into the London low, then you can long that, Geordie. That's what we'll plan to do anyway. Ugh. I don't hate a long bias today. It's just personally I don't have one on ES. But yeah, that being said, NQ hasn't hit the significant target that ES has. ES has swept all-time highs. ES is beyond this high. Well, it's back underneath it now, but it's swept above it. And NQ is just broken above this daily fair value gap, so it's retesting that inversion, send it higher. Absolutely could play out. I like ES for short, I like NQ for longs. And I really need the toilet. Teamwork style, exactly. Bada boom, bada boom. Maybe 10 a.m. will be the setup today for me, at least, because this is not looking that exciting at the open. I mean, that is a 2022 model. It's just not one that I wanted to take. I was expecting it to come up and sweep that high, but I guess not. Let me drag you across. That is a 2022 sweep above this 9 a.m. high, and then displacement into a premium. Absolutely a 2022. If this continues to break down, I'll probably just end up catching like a later portion of it. Like if this breaks from here, I'll look for something like this. And I'll look to short this. Because it's like, if this starts to break down here, that kind of confirms to me a little bit that this is indeed breaking down from here and not sweeping the 8 a.m. 8:30 high. I genuinely am gonna have to run to the toilet. I will be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. What's happened? We're breaking down. That was the 2022 model, it seems. Can I get some sort of fair value gap on the way down? It's in a premium. Wick to the news low. And all this minor sell side under here. Just popped below that. I do think that that's not going to be the turning point though. I feel like we're still going to see lower prices down to 488.50. Missed my entry by 2 points. I was looking for short for news candle low. Well, it's just happened on ES journey. Oh, it's happened on NQ as well. Unfortunate. Still good that you had the right draw. And also, welcome. Welcome, Mr. Journey. We're not the first presented yet either. Have we gone on Q? No. No fair value. I put all in NQ in that run. Interesting. Oh, we melting. No fair value up anywhere in that run, other than that was a pretty scary entry as well. It was literally right at 9:30. You'd have to have balls to enter there. Could have very easily wicked above this high and then ran that high. I'm not mad at missing that at all. That was a very hard move to catch. If we get London low SMT, I might get on board with the upside idea. Yeah, that would be nice for longs. That's similar to what happened yesterday, Geordie. NQ only got down to pre-market and ES got down to London, which like then caused me to long NQ because it was stronger. Like because it obviously SMT the London lows. 672 was my order and it went to 6. Oh damn, Journey. Had it there since 9 AM. That is tough. Dun, 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 dun. That 5 minute is a potential. That 3 minute also. If we go from like this to there. Not really in a premium, which isn't great. Does 939 count as a first presented fair value gap? Yeah, I'd say so. It's not there on ES, but on NQ, yeah. There is these like volume imbalances here. That is what I'm looking at. And that order block. We're up in that 3 minute fair value gap now. If it comes back up into that, I'm tempted to just chuck a 1 mini on it. Yeah, it's going to displace away, isn't it? Just because there's not really any other place for it to come up to and retest. I don't think I'm going to get the chance though. I'll put the limit order just in case. It'll be pretty small risk. That'll be like $175 risk or something like that. That 5 minute, is that going to be in a premium? If we can get a bit lower, if we can get like down to here, but that's pretty asking a lot for it to get that far down and then come back up. Once we get to the equal lows, I'll cut any orders that I have to try and short, because I don't really want to try and short after the equal lows. We got 8 people in here. Like the stream, boys. What was nice is I like sat down to stream and we already had like 3 likes on the stream. That was so cute. Whoever you 3 people are, you're appreciated. What was my risk to reward if I hit this trade as well? It's not terrible, is it? Yeah, it's literally like a 1 to 2. Over a 1 to 2. 10 AM news in 15 minutes. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to catch it. I could have probably caught that, but I'm not. Like, it was pretty aggressive to get in on that, I would say. I'm not mad. I made my money for the week. Like, I'm just trying to catch any bonus money without being too greedy. Morning. Morning, morning, morning. To be honest, my win was this call here. That was outrageous. Okay, yeah. Cancelling the sells. That was the move I was looking to catch. Didn't get it. No problem. Could have caught it, but not. By no means like a bread and butter, plain as day, obvious setup. Had to be pretty jumpy on that. So by no means bad trading. I had the correct draw, which is always good. Confidence booster. Will it get to the AM session from yesterday's low? I've got that. It's like, oh yeah, it's looking like it's going to. If that could have just popped a little bit higher, I would have caught it for sure, because that was the 2022 there. It was just, like I said, entering right at 9:30 can be very tricky, and I was not really, like, that wasn't what I wanted to see. If it did that above this high, maybe I would have thrown a little mini on there or something just to see, but that'd have been an insane risk to reward catching that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like a 1 to 5. Do I go for the previous day's low scalp though? That's what I'm thinking now. Do I throw a mini on there? Oh, it does have that fair value gap there, which is annoying. What's my risk? $200? Should I just go for it? It's like a continuation 2022, basically. It's also me hoping that it doesn't want to come into that smaller fair value gap. I'll do it just for why not. It's like a continuation 2022, and I feel like that 480 level is gonna get tagged. But I'm not willing to chase it. I'm wide to long in the upper half of this move. Oh. And if this just starts breaking down, I'm probably not getting filled here. We also have 10 AM news. If we get, yeah, 10 AM news. Don't enter before 10 AM news. Well, not 10 minutes before it. Morning, Dompy. Oh, Cody's in here as well. Weren't expecting this at all. This was clear to me on ES. I get on NQ, like NQ does look more bullish. That makes sense if you weren't expecting it from NQ's price action. NQ, yeah. Absolutely. It's like, just remember guys, it's Friday. It's Friday, and while NQ didn't, ES hit a major liquidity level, so it's reasonable to expect some amount of rollback on the week, on the weekly move. But yeah, I would not be beating yourself up if you couldn't see this coming on NQ, because NQ, absolutely, you could have been expecting a London low sweep and then go for these highs. Previous day's low tagged. Did it? Not on the daily chart. Not yet. The actual like day's session yesterday, yeah. Not the daily chart though. Daily low would be like down here. From Wednesday's Asia. On the actual daily chart. It'd be like this low here on an NQ. Which is inside of Monday's first presented. Funnily enough. Are you retracing to sneak me into your trade? I'll take it on like a micro. I'm gonna have one micro sitting up at that fair value gap just in case. Oh, don't do that again to me. Let me reload. It just did that order pending thing. It didn't show. Yeah, look at that. The cheeky. I reloaded the page and then the order's there. Okay, well at least I know that that fixes it. That helps me next time that happens. Good morning, had a bathroom call. I only read good morning of your comment, Dumpy. How silly of me. Had a bathroom call and someone at my house at 9:30. My short did not get filled at the 5-minute 8:30 wick. Yeah, I was trying to catch the short as well. Tricky short to catch, Dumpy. Tricky short to catch, for sure. Maybe this will get to this sell side down here and then reverse and go for these highs that are left behind. How equal are they on NQ? Not as equal as ES. It's a possibility. Right now I'm just looking to short this fair value gap. What's the risk on that trade? $30 here. Risking 30 to make what, like 50? Yeah. I keep accidentally locking drawings and then trying to delete them. Mr. Wiz and Journey, you two need to get a room. We need to get you to a room. Thinking of each other when you're putting your trades in. We have a lot of new day opening gaps here, and we have 2 new day opening gaps on ES and a new week opening gap in the new week opening gap is about here, and then there's 2 new day opening gaps about here. That's a very terrible circle, but you get the rough idea. Yeah, this is so heavy this morning. Yeah, okay, that fun micro is getting itself cancelled. We have bank holiday on Monday, remember, so it also isn't a day that warrants anything strictly easy. There should be a lower amount of volume in this market today. People going and taking a long weekend in the good old US of A. I didn't expect Wednesday to be as easy as it was, at least on ES. But Thursday, Thursday I think was my. Let me pull the Discord up. Was Thursday the day of the week that I was most anticipating this week? Breakdown. Wasn't anticipating anything Monday. My focus will be Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday I think was pretty difficult in the end, or it just didn't really offer much. And then Thursday was the best day of the week, I would say. And then I said Wednesday could offer something, but no news will make it potentially a small range. Was it a small range in the end? Was Wednesday a small range? Not really. No smaller than Wednesday. Yeah, no smaller than the other days. It was more of an indecisive day. Friday looks to be an okay day, but with the following. Okay, 10 AM news is just. Oh no, it didn't even hit. The price is just tanking. We have a very interesting week next week as well, by the way. We have NFP next week as well as a bank holiday on the Monday, which actually basically kind of just flips the week, the way you want to trade it. Instead of trying to get done early in the week next week, like you would in a normal NFP week. You want to actually hold off and focus on the latter portion of the week. So it's a very rare day where NFP Thursday will actually be a tradable day for me. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all, Cody. I'm not entering anything here really, unless something appears really clean. But that was the move I was looking for. If you're trying to long this, then potentially it could switch here and go long. But I don't know. I'm short biased on the day, so I don't really want to say that this is going to flip and go all the way long. Depending on how much this wants to break down, yeah, no, I'm not anticipating this to really breakdowns that much. I'd be looking at this wick on the daily chart. Tuesday's wick. Oh. I was thinking of the journey reversal when I went long. Too late for shorts, too risky for longs. Yeah, pretty solid statement. Credit to it, yeah, indeed. Credit to whoever caught the dump. There's definitely a world where I did catch that dump. Definitely was opportunity for me to catch it, but it was definitely aggressive and not an A+ setup for me personally, but definitely catchable, at least on ES. Catchable if you were ballsy enough to trade right into the open, also catchable enough if you wanted to try and grab that 3 minute there. I wonder, was this 3 minute in a... No, it wasn't in a premium at all, no matter how you frame it. Unless you literally framed it from like there to there, which is just not how it works. Maybe on like a 15 second premium. There's the 10 AM news. Not a whole lot. Do you know what? I just noticed that on NQ. I'd be looking at that. That looks like a really nice 23-4-27. If not today, then early next week. Before continuing long, I'd potentially target 427 on NQ. Really nice hourly equal lows. I didn't even spot them until just now. I can't get over how clean the call I made on ES was today. While I didn't catch it, that's I don't care. I made my money yesterday and the day before. That's an outrageous call that I put in the Discord. Well, not really a call, but more just like reading price. Very, very, very happy with that. I was quite literally the algorithm today. But I swear to God, every time I'm like really good at calling a move, I very rarely actually catch it, which is interesting. At least in the sense of, I don't know, I guess I'm just probably too bad at, yeah. It just wasn't really a clean setup, but Like I knew this is exactly what I wanted to see today. It's just, it was hard to catch. $350 away from max allocation on TopStep, so I'm trying to find something high probability. Oh, nice. Don't rush it, Cody. I'll say that. Don't force anything. Switched to 1 minute entries a month or two ago. Been going really well. Welcome to the 1 minute, Mr. Cody, where all the fun happens. Boom, boom, boom. What could ES be reaching for here? Other than the daily low. That's previous day's low. That's really as far as I'd expect ES to come, really. I mean, there's Wednesdays. Is that Wednesday's low? Yeah, that's Wednesday's low. Big old dumper of a day. Nice 2 minute short there, if you were framing that. I've kind of lost focus on the day now, but that was a nice short opportunity there. Yeah, I think NQ hits those equal lows. Nice how it's paused right in the first presented. Would be nice if he could get a tiny buy side sweep to get in. Yeah. Or if I was going to short NQ, I'd honestly be just looking for something like short-term premium. Like that was a nice short opportunity, say on ES. If I was going to short NQ, I don't know if you'll get that, but that'd be a nice place to short NQ there. Oh, I'm not even going to bother. Okay, no, it did do it. My limit order's been so slow. It'll be interesting if NQ wants to close back in this, like back below this daily fair value gap. That'd be pretty interesting. If this is still bullish, this should close in the upper half of this. Oh, it's a paper account, Cody. It's a paper account. I don't really want to short this. It's just like if I was going to get in, it's there. And for some reason, 2 contracts is the contracts amount that was there. Don't know why it's set to 2. But yeah, it's just paper. I wouldn't trade that. You're way too close to the end draw to really short towards that. At least like high probability. Just took a scalp bounce off new week opening gap, 728 low. Nice journey. I'll probably hang around here for another 20 minutes, just see what price wants to do. But I'm done for the week as far as entering anything. I would have liked to catch that move today, but what can you do? I'm making a very big point of not expecting myself to be perfect, because I do think that is something I place upon myself a lot. I know that Don P messaged me, helped me reframe it a little while back, like a couple of weeks ago. And I think whatever mental kind of rough patch I was going through a couple of weeks ago is just kind of I'm coming out of now, so I'm feeling a lot better mentally. Which, I mean, shows because I was able to catch some nice moves this week and call some others without catching them. I won't be streaming, by the way, on Monday. We have bank holiday on Monday next week, and I don't bother trading bank holidays. Next week, my focus will be on the latter portion of the week. Wednesday, NFP Thursday, NFP Friday. Or pre-NFP Thursday, I should say. Oh, 1 second, boys. I just need to go. I've got a friend at the door who's here to pick something up. I will be right back. Literally 2 seconds. Okay. Back. Back. I'm holding on to short for equal lows. Glad you're doing better, my friend. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dumpy. Yeah, looks like you're about to get your target. Missed the short, feeling some FOMO. Close them damn charts, Journey. Close them damn charts. Ended up, does that say, is that meant to say ended up? Ended up chasing shorts and getting out at break even? Okay. Take that as a warning, Journey, and close them damn charts. Would be my advice. Had loads on my charts. Yeah, I would have if I was watching NQ more in the current market. Then yeah, for sure I would have been the same, Mr. Wiz. I would have had my eye on those shorts on those lows for a while. Well, since Wednesday. That was nice how it tagged the bottom of the daily fair value gap, and then I'm assuming now it's going for those lows. Do you know something I want to check? I can't remember what my risk reward was on that trade I took yesterday. Where was it? I don't think it was outrageous, but it felt, I think it's probably because I had to hold it for so long. It felt like such a big risk to reward, but like I had a pretty big stop to start with anyway, so it was only like a 1 to 2. If I had I did move it up to somewhere around here, which turned into like a 1 to 3 almost. But originally it was down there, so. Real nice reaction after we literally ran above those and then returned into a discount and then continued up on the rest of the day. I think it was Journey who told me to hold that until the close, and actually would have not been a bad idea, Journey. I do want to get to that point in my trading, because that is kind of the power of the 2022 model is, like, if you're trading the daily range, you can literally get your entry in the New York AM and then just hold it into the PM. And a lot of the times you can literally just hold it until the close, because like the logic that ICTL teach regarding that is that when you look at a candle, a daily candle print, a lot of times it's going to open, like do this little wick at the bottom, and then if it's an expansion day or just a day, like most days, they're going to expand and then they're going to close near the high of the day or the low of the day. So like here, bullish candle opens, dips down, runs up, hits the high, closes a few ticks below it. Over here, bearish candle, same thing, closes near the low, closes near the low, closes near the high, closes near the low, closes near the high. Like, it just does make sense to get to that point in your trading where you're holding for the, at least depending on your model, obviously if this is for the 2022 model, it just makes sense to hold for that daily range eventually, once you become comfortable doing it. But like, just look at all these daily candles and look how many of them close near the high or low of the day, depending on if it was bullish or bearish. So many of them. Like, just from eyeballing it, you'd probably say like, what, 80% from eyeballing it? 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know. Alright, there's a way easier way to do this. Let's measure from here. And what's that? 47 bars. So let's do an experiment here. Let's go for, how many is 50? So from this candle, so out of 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, God, I messed this up already. Where was I? It was this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not gonna count that. 5, I'll count that. 6 actually. 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all indecisive. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Basically half. Pretty much half the days closed like near their ultimate end point of the day. So some food for thought if you're someone who is thinking about potentially holding for the entire day's range. I would say do it. And I bet if you filtered this for, like, let's say filter it to only medium or high impact news days, since they're the ones that are likely going to be the more continuation days, or I don't know, filter it for high probability days just based off the economic calendar. I'm willing to bet you could filter this and make it like well into this like sort of 70s, high 60s of a percentage for how many days end up near their ultimate end point. Not their ultimate end point, but their lowest point of the day, or highest point of the day. Can I change this? Oh, I don't want 1 mini. I want 2. Oh, I don't want 2, I want 1. Give me my buy and sell buttons. It is potentially letting me get in this just on paper, so we will do it. We will, of course, do it. $10.20 bullshit move. This better hit before 10.20. Oh no. Don't worry, Dompy. You're okay. Simply a retracement. Ugh. I am gonna relax and just watch this play out. Oh god, I can't read that comment from here. Thanks. Just Apex account at least. Goddamn Apex accounts. ES tagged a new day opening gap, that's pretty cool. Literally to the tick, ES tagged a new day opening gap. I think. What's the price of that? 0.25, yeah, 0.25. That's very cool. Let's see if NQ does do this or if it leaves it behind. That'll be cool. I need to find new vocab other than just saying cool and interesting. I don't sound guru, furu, trader, bro dude enough. I need to start complicating my vocabulary. Lock TopStep X in the green? Hell yeah. That's just blatantly rude if you run away now. That's blatantly rude to my paper trading account. Do, do, do. Probably expect it to get to that though, right? If it's going to. If it's going to go below these two, it's probably going to wick and grab that one as well. Maybe even this one, but this one for sure. Ugh. I might do that, you know, for this for the rest of this Bullnox account. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to lock in some profits, and I'm literally just going to leave a runner on till like the close of the day. Just see what happens. I'll like make sure I've locked in a substantial amount of profit. I'll probably switch to micros maybe. I'll see. I'm just curious, really, to experiment with it. That is rude, NQ. I've been wanting to, but can't do it yet. Oh, what? Hold for the daily close. Yeah, I guess it's something you'd have to just like set and forget. You could not sit and watch that all day. You'd go insane. You would absolutely go insane. Bum, bum, bum. God, I'm getting a headache now. Similar sort of thing as yesterday. What time was I here till yesterday? What time did that fill? The NQ long? Oh, well into the 11 o'clock hour. Oof. That was potential short there, actually. I didn't even clock that. Let me run my sell limit down. See if I can get greedy and catch this on a paper account. Close enough. I'm just going to long that. Oh, short that there. Just to have some entertainment. And if this pops above my stop, I'll just re-enter. It's fine by me. No damage can be done to this account that can't be reset. I've got my finger on the sell button. Don't think I won't. Don't think I won't, NQ. Because I will. You do not know the paper account that you're facing up against, thank you, clearly. Oh my god, wait, I would have been stopped if I was at the high. That's hilarious. I didn't like put myself right at the high, I just like eyeballed it. Well, now I'm at the high. Oh wait, would I have been stopped out? Yeah, I would have. Definitely. I wouldn't say so, Dompy. I would say continuation is fine, so long as you're willing to hold through the necessary retracement or consolidation that allows the continuation to take place. Because like anything's like that, right? If you're gonna be holding trades, you're gonna have to sit through the rollbacks against you and the consolidations. It very rarely just goes in a straight line. I guess that is what makes it tough. So you are right. SMT are them highs at the moment. Excuse you, NQ? Ha. Thought you could get away from my order. Cheeky bugger. I like the straight line moves. Don't believe ES is going to leave that 15-minute low. Yeah, neither do I. Neither do I, Journey. I think this is going further down, most likely. I shouldn't have entered that. I should have ended the stream. I've been here long enough. Just trying to figure out how much further up before further down. Yeah, that's the benefit of just going to break even, and then you don't have to worry about that, obviously. I feel like it's pretty hard to call, like, and say, like, oh, it's only going to retrace this much. Whereas, like, if you're confident that it's a down close day, you can just be like, right, well, I'm going to go to break even, and then I'll just, like, I don't have to worry about how far it's going to retrace, because if it retraces so far that it gets me out, that it gets my break even, then it most likely wasn't going to continue at all. But obviously, you want to have enough off the, you want to leave a little amount on the table to let that play out. You don't want to be doing that with the majority of your position, because you just won't be able to handle it. No such thing as break even with Apex, yeah. Exactly why Apex can go sucker. I can't say that. Apex can go suck a fat one, that's what. Do 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 do. Is that low inside this? Kind of. Oh. It's there. 3-minute order block. Not changing my mind. I wanted it at 2. Get an Apex referral code. Wait, what? Get an Apex referral code. You'd have. Get paid nicely for all of you if also purchase with them. You know what, Journey? It's not actually a bad idea. Just get an Apex referral code, but only share it with the Discord, because I don't want to publicly promote them. But I'd rather you give me your money rather than give more of it to Apex. And be like the anti affiliate. That's such a funny way of like marketing yourself. Like, guys, I don't support Apex, but I'd rather, if you're going to buy an account with them, I'd rather you give me the money rather than them. I wonder if they'd even let you be an affiliate with them. If that's your marketing, like, if that's the side you're coming at, the angle. No, I'd never get it. I couldn't bring myself to do that. To, like, actually have an Apex affiliate account. I would only ever do it if I did it like that. If I marketed, if it went at the angle, like, I do not support trailing drawdown, but if you're gonna give them your money, just give it to me instead. Or at least some of it. ES has still got a lot of room to come up into a premium here. Is all I'm currently thinking in this run. I'd expect ES to get up to this and then was to start displacing lower. You like Monday's BNG holding there? Yeah, but the thing is, it broke above it and then back below it. I'm not trusting that as a solid level to trade off of here, personally. It's kind of chopped around it and not really, like, it was a very clean reaction when it just did, but it was also a clean reaction when it did before, where it came below it, stayed in the lower half and then broke away, but then it's just gone right back above it. I've kind of gone off the first percentage in that sense. I prefer trading them like the BNG from that day, and then BNGs for like previous days. I prefer to just see like cool stuff happen with them, not strictly like anything trade worthy. Reaction scalps, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Mondays for sure. Yeah, Mondays is very powerful. Where's ES's Monday? BNG. Where are you? 931. There. Oh. That's not really a great one, but there literally wasn't any other until 9:57, so did that get used much? Well, yeah, right there. Right there in the PM. Let me not just drag it across this way, be easier. Didn't really get used there. Or there. Or there. OCD's flaring. Oh god, why did I even do this to myself? Yeah, it didn't really get used much, it would seem. I am gonna just, like, this move is something I am interested in, but I'm also more interested in just heading off and finishing up for the weekend. I'm not interested in it that much, obviously, because I'm in it on paper. And to be quite honest, I want to go see my nephew, because I haven't seen him for over a month. And my niece as well, but my niece is so, like, young, she can't even speak, so. But I'm gonna go head down there and finish up here. Any final thoughts before I end the stream for the week? Uncle Stuff rocks, it sure does. It sure does. I liked the short from 672 today because the hourly showed we were bearish. The daily hit the top of a breaker. I was trying to use Don's wick test and the midpoint to short it, but it was so heavy. Uncle Stuff is nice. Give back after dawn. I shall. Oh, this looks like it's going back into profit. I'm going to just leave this trade, like, running and just check back on it later, see if it won or not. But that's all from me this week, boys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me all week. And I won't be streaming, like I said, no stream on Monday, but I will be back to it on Tuesday, only because Monday's a bank holiday. No point in me trying to trade a bank holiday, and even less point in me trying to stream it. But I'll use the time to record a video instead. So, appreciate you, boys, and I will catch you next week.